What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I kind of didn't think I was going to be, but we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Super 7 Toys Mars Attacks Martian figure. Now, I'm a big Mars Attacks fan, so I really like the movie. To an extent, like it's a pretty fun movie. I remember the first time I watched it fairly recently. It was not what I expected it to be. But I've honestly found that my favorite element of this movie is all the promotional art around it. Like, this teal color, yellow, and red. I don't know how, but they worked it to be so iconic for this movie. And I always love the artwork. Like, look at this artwork. That is beautiful, beautiful artwork. Get to see the bottom, top, and all that. Top and bottom, whatever, all that good stuff. You can see the figure inside. Now, the only reason I am really taking a look at this is because I was originally going to get the premium DNA ones, but one thing led to another, and I kind of worked this out in a trade, so I kind of didn't have to pay for it. So, with all that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and open this Martian up. So, getting the Martian out of the packaging, I gotta say, it's okay. It's just a Super 7 figure, and I just think they suck. Like, right out of the package, look at this. Like, I'm barely moving this, and the legs are already on the verge of being loose. I will say it's not, like, as bad as, like, their Squidward, but they're already getting loose, and it was like that right out of the package. This thing's been open for 5 minutes. Like, it can't even hold the weight of the figure. It's like, really? Really? I just opened this thing. But I will say there is a good amount of things to like here. Maybe not a good amount, but there are some things to like here. So let's go ahead and jump into it, starting with the head sculpt here. That is one thing I do like. I do think they did a very good job recreating this head sculpt in both sculpt and paint. Now, the dome does come off, but it's already getting like, this is a really thin, cheap plastic. It feels like those, what are they called? Like those little, like, you put the quarter in the machine and, like, the capsules come out. It feels like that. But the head sculpt itself is nice. But it's got to be one of those things where you have to take the helmet off to pose it. He's got an articulated jaw, which is really nice. I like that. But, yeah. So I'm going to leave the dome off for a little bit. But I really like all the paintwork on here. I really, really do like this metallic teal color for the bands here. But it just looks plasticky other than that. Like, for a $55 figure, this doesn't feel very premium to me. This is for the gun. Because he has to, it like plugs into the bottom here. I believe it plugs into the bottom here. I could be tripping. Am I tripping? Chat, am I cooked? No, it does. Okay. You have them blast that in there. So we'll take a closer look at the gun in a wee bit. But I don't really like the way that sits in there. But I think the sculpt is okay. It's just very soft, not super detailed. It's almost like this is meant to be like a cartoon version of the Martian, and it's not supposed to be. So I don't know. But the backpack looks good. Looks nice. Less paint on there, I guess. Seam lines, but it's nothing. It's okay. It's one of their better figures. I will say I don't like how they did the hips here, because why would they not just do a cut? It's like perfect to do that. Even with the gun, it would have just like swiveled on there, but they have these ugly hips. Like, that is super ugly. I think this character gets away with that because if you know what they look like under the suit, I think it's totally acceptable. But, like, what the hell? Whatever. I know. People are going to go, you're too hard on Super 7. But I don't care. I don't think they make good figures. So, I guess we'll start with this little gun here. Like we said, looks okay. I like it. There's paint on there. That's nice. Pop that in there. And then it comes with a nice bevy of hands here. You get a pair of flat hands, like just kind of like relaxed hands, all with very nice metallic teal paint. You get trigger finger hands, which do have vertical hinges. I'll give them that. That's very nice. You get an extra pair of gripping hands, but as we'll see, there's nothing to grip. And you get a pointer finger hand. And then the only other accessory you get is this bigger gun. What a weak assortment of hands. I think it's bullshit that they charge $55 for this, but the melted head and the broken thing is a different figure. That should have been included in this release. This is a $60 figure, and this is all you get for $60. Weak articulation, decent paint, an okay sculpt, and some hands. I've gotten this amount from like a McFarlane or Hasbro figure with better articulation. So, again, I don't know why people defend Super7 so much. They're the shittiest company out there. Playmates does a better freaking job than them. Jack Specific does a better freaking job than them. Whatever. But, yeah, there you go. All right, it's articulation. The head, does it pop off? I'm not going to fuck with it. But, head. Now is it loose? Now the head's loose. I guess that's kind of my fault, but like, whatever, man. Whatever. The head really doesn't do anything. Rotate side to side. That's nice. It does have an articulated jaw, which I do like that. I'm really happy that they did that. Shoulders go outwards that far. There's a bicep swivel, which they did the swivel like that there. Why wouldn't they do it at the hips? I don't get it. Then you get single jointed elbow that also will rotate, so that's cool. No gauntlet articulation, but the wrist swivel and hinge, and then like I said, the trigger finger hands have a vertical hinge. And this has even less articulation than most Super7 figures, as there is no diaphragm joint at all. Nothing in the torso. Why? Couldn't tell you. The hips have been getting even looser. So this hip will go out all the way. This one's only going to go to there, which that's fine. I get that. But they'll both kick up pretty far, so if you want them to sit down for some reason, you can do that. Upper thigh swivel. That would have been so much better, both in looks and in functionality, if they had cut it there, but it is there, sure. Single jointed knees that are really tight, and the plastic gets chewed up. What the heck? Why are they, whatever. The plastic gets a little torn, but it's not bad. There you go. And then the boot, he does have a boot rotation, so all you Marvel Legends people, we know the struggle there. And then the ankles go down and up pretty good. And he has a decent ankle rocker. A little bit of paint chipping, but that's fine. That's normal. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, not super stoked. Not great articulation, but I don't mind for a character like this. But also, like, there's kind of no reason it needs to be this limited, so I don't know. Now, here's my final issue with the figure. Here he is next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzwares Fortnite Series Peely. What scale is this? Because these are supposed to be little guys. And I think it would have been really, really cool if we didn't get this huge assortment or this like overdone assortment of hands, or maybe you know what, no, leave that amount of hands in there, just not 2 pairs of them, and made these smaller and use this articulation and do like a $70 pack where it's like a 2-pack of smaller ones. I would have loved that, but this is what we got stuck with. So here he is next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzwares Fortnite 6-inch Peely. Here he is next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men series Darwin. And as you can see, he's taller than a 6-inch figure and almost as tall as a 7-inch scale figure. So what scale is this supposed to be in? Can somebody explain that to me? Like, what scale is this supposed to be in? And finally, here he is next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If series Zombie Captain America. So, yeah, there he is. This is like the 5th time I've tried to pick him up. So yeah, I think it's okay. I guess it's, at the very least, it's passable. Do I think it's overpriced? Absolutely. Do I think it? Do I think it's overpriced? Absolutely. Do I think that there are things that could be improved? Absolutely. Do I think that it's absolutely terrible? No, not exactly, but I I think Super 7 is just all show. They're just all show. Like, they're like, look at this premium action figure that we are providing, blah, blah, blah. And it's the bare minimum for an extremely inflated price. Luckily, again, I would not buy this if I did not get it in a trade. But I guess it is what it is. So with that being said, at a price point of $60, I'm giving this guy a 5 out of 10 at best. It is mid. It is not completely atrocious, but it's not great neither. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all of those apps, and have a great time. So I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You coppin'? Or you can say it in Martian and I'll see you guys next one. Peace. What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.